Good morning, traders. I am back. Welcome to Framework Fortune. We're going to get popping here in just a second. I do have a little bit of a new background. It's a magical background. Look how magical I look. Let me drop a couple links in here to the twits and the diamonds and all the little socials. It'll take 1 second, and then we'll get into some market analysis here. If you were in HH Traders chat earlier watching him go at this market, I don't know what happened. I was only there for a second, but from what I was hearing, the market is pretty ugly. But watching the NASDAQ throughout the night, it was not looking great. Neither was cryptos or anything else other than gold and silver. They've been holding up well. I do see quite a bit of green here in the market so far. Let's see here. Where's my market watch? Oh, I'm looking right at it. I'm looking right at it. Starting off my first day back in a while the right way. Let's just get all these stocks off here. We don't know nothing about none of these stocks right now. I haven't been in this market in a while. Good to see BTCS still around $1. Actually, was in a Twitter space not too long ago with Charles Allen. And, they're hanging in there. They're doing pretty decently for the crypto bear market. AG, that's a silver company, looking pretty decent. Nice uptrend. 4 hour. Following this nice channel. We'll see how much further silver pops to. Sober, I don't care about that. You don't care about that. You see right here, gold actually approaching 1,800. Look at this beautiful double bottom. Bottom here. Actually, it's a triple bottom. I didn't even see this little bottom. Bottom here, bottom here, bottom here. Triple bottom right off of 1625. Boom. Nice explosion on gold. And let's keep moving on up through this old list and getting it off here. In Q. Why does this look so weird? I don't know what's going on with that chart, why it looks so weird, but let's just go ahead and get that off of there. I feel like, let's see. Maybe it's supposed to be on a higher time frame. Yeah, it's the higher time frame. Okay, that's what those lines are from. Maybe these are the two right here or not. That's how long I've been since I've been on here. Alright, that looks better. So there's our downtrend on the NASDAQ, and we're bumping right into it. Yeah, we've had a red week, pretty nasty week. Go back to this daily chart. So actually we've kind of started rebounding sort of today. Last 3 days, small little bounce there. Do kind of have a similar triple bottom, but I don't know about that. It's a little sketchy looking. I mean, every time we've come up to that downtrend, the NASDAQ's gotten rejected. Let's see, Marriott's crypto stock. I don't know what that is. CGC Canopy Growth. So they had a nice spike, and then cannabis dumping off. Wow. I know oil's all the way down at the moment, so a lot of these oil plays are down. A little bit of deflation, kind of. If you notice, the prices at the stores and gas stations really aren't going down. Alright, here. Oh yeah, I forgot to share this link. I got it right in analyzing, didn't even share the link I was going to share. How about that? It's just crazy like that. Let me check the messages. No messages yet? Okay. Let me check the messages. I should probably drop this in the Framework Fortune Discord. I should probably drop this in the Framework Fortune Discord. Okay. Surprised my troll is not here yet. Figured he'd be here right away. Troll is not here yet. Figured he'd be here right away. That's not what I want. Okay, here we go. If you're not familiar with DSO blockchain and DLA DAO and what we're doing in the Web3 space, in the crypto space. Oh, Jesus. DLA DAO and what we're doing in the Web3 space, in the crypto space. Mr. Triplet. But this is the social world. This actually will connect to your Twitter, multiple social media apps. You can post once. And it'll go to all of them. Pretty cool. And you get diamonds for your posts, like these cyberpunks, whatever, these cyberpunk apes. You know, people tip on this platform and diamonds. Very interesting way for social media to be run. But anyway, let's get back over here. We're finding some stocks, see what stocks are looking good for some moves. NAT did just have a nice pop off of, what is that, 327? NAT did just have a nice pop. And that's where the 50-day is. It's actually lower than at 315. Testing 350 at the moment. And this is a shipping company. Testing 350 at the moment. And this is a shipping company. Testing 350 at the moment. Shipping company. We just gotta put a couple of things in here. Hope everybody's been doing well. I know Donnell and HH is streaming in the Framework Fortune Discord community. He's been on fire all year in a bear market, just killing it with the scalping. HH has been killing it with his sniper shots. You know, if you follow him on YouTube and in the Discord and you watch what he's doing, he doesn't take a lot of trades. He's like a sniper up in the tree, hiding, waiting. Just waiting to see the blongs get blown out and join the shorts when they're covering and buying. Pretty interesting strategy, but it's seemingly been very, very effective as far as accuracy. So shout out for him for developing that even more. He's been working on it all year. Really paying off for him. Other than that, I don't know what else has been going on around the community with everything I've had going on with DLA DAO, our Web3 organization. With everything I've had going on with DLA DAO, our Web3 organization. With everything I've had going on with DLA DAO, our Web3 organization. Oops. Alright, let me get this posted so I can get back to this. Oops. Alright, let me get this posted so I can get back to this. Boom. Okay. Boom. Okay. Huh. Wonder if this chat thing is not working. Let me look over here on the Twitch. Twitch chat working. Wonder if this chat thing is not working. Let me look over here on the Twitch. Twitch chat working. Unless y'all are quiet today, because I can see you guys. Some of y'all are in here. Just trying to make sure my streaming software is working. Oh, there we go. Stonks and Chomps, thank you for making sure the chat works. I appreciate that. That's very helpful. That's what I wanted to make sure. Good morning. I know you've been busy. You haven't been doing much trading. Good morning. I know you've been trying to trade real estate. Okay, so crypto market's still looking pretty rough, but let's get in here. What is that audio output capture doing? What is that catching? I don't know what that's catching. You guys hear me good? I'm gonna turn this input up a little bit more. You know, it's first day back in a while. We got to do a little test and get things going there. My mic is low. Okay, how's that? We getting better? We getting better? How about that? I ain't fired up either yet. You know, a little bit of an echo. I think I fixed that echo now. There was something on that shouldn't have been on. But hey, Amputee, interesting name. I like RC Cola better than Coke and things like that. Much better. All right, just remember when I get fired up, I get a lot louder. So, yeah. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's find some stocks, yeah. So on the low float list, we've got HTGM up 100 and holy hell, 30%. What a gap up. God almighty, what? This was 22 cents yesterday and all the way up to $2 today. This is just nonsense. We're gonna put it up here and check it out and see what has happened with that. Another massive rip in the last 3 days, 73 cents to $3. Woo! Boy, the penny stock. Look at that. Another big gap up. Make sure they are not. No. What were you talking about? Wall Street set to open higher as investors await inflation data. So we got that Fed rate decision coming in days. I would be surprised to see them raise interest rates again. I mean, they're, I don't know. We'll see. So both of these have really already ripped. On an hour chart, let's go into a 15-minute. Let's see. It's sitting, let's see, $1. So right now it's testing the 200-day on the daily as support. You know, that's strong resistance, but because it gapped up above it, it's testing it. We also have some previous congestion back here in that $1.75 area. That's where it got hung up at, $1.75 to $2. So if its 200-day could hold at 130, you know, possibly could be a trade. But it's really risky because this thing was just 25 cents 2-3 days ago. Never really. That's a risky play. And it's already up 140%. And we don't know why. I'm not going to read the news yet. HARP. Let's see how this looks on the 1 hour. Yeah, just going straight up. But smashing right into the 200-day moving average and that $3 area, strong hold numbers. So that's got a lot of resistance right here. Not sure, not feeling that much. Nope. Hold on a second. So APV, sorry, my dogs was getting crazy there. APVO. Sorry, my dogs was getting crazy. It's like this gapped up, went all the way down to the 200 on the daily and tested it. It's like this gapped up, it's all pretty low float. 200 on the daily and tested it. And actually, that was a previous support line back there. where it tested. So that's a lot of resistance. But it's trying to do the same thing and hold up this 200-day. That's kind of a bullish move. We'll see. HTGM still. This might be a double bottom. Let's see. Is the NASDAQ really starting to push up? No, NASDAQ's still just going sideways. See what else we got going on before we get in there. CJJD. A little bit of volume there. This has been kind of spudding. Let me go into the 15 here. This just got this channel that it's riding in. This little ceiling there, a little floor there. Just riding in that. Up to $5, so interesting play at 450. If it could hold 450, could see it try to test 5 again. HTGM is popping a little bit here. Back up to 136. If I was gonna take that position at this area, I would have a be thinking about my stop loss like it right at 120. Because we're kind of actually breaking that downtrend on the 15 minute. Why is this thing going so high? What did they have yesterday? RNA profiling. Okay, so we're talking about a little bit of gene editing stuff. That was on the 8th, the 9th. This is last week. Numerous abstracts. So they've got a. So that's. I mean, I don't know what that exactly. Numerous abstracts. So they're showing up at a bunch of events. I mean, that could mean something, or that could mean absolutely nothing. It could mean dick. Like, yeah. People eyes. Look at that, right back up to 150 though. As I was reading that news. People eyes. Look at that, right back up to 150. The break of that downtrend. Now the key is going for it to break 150. If it can't break 150. And gets rejected, then it's coming down more. But if it does break 150, it may try to pop back up to that $2 area. See how's HARP looking still? Yeah, HARP's coming down with that rejection. Still could come down quite a ways. I don't know. I just don't know about HTGM. I just don't like stocks, getting in stocks that are that high up. Oh, oil having a little straight up spike this morning. Off of that 72 area. Okay. REBN. BIVO up 20%. Now that looks interesting. How many shares? 30 million shares. So this may not be a. How many shares? 30 million shares. So fast a mover. 2 million. No news on this. But you look at this pattern. You got this big U shape on the daily, and it's actually a cup and handle. Break of $10. Break of $10. This thing could get going. Look back a little bit further, see if we got any more information. Oh wow, well, actually on the weekly chart, break of $10. This thing's got room to go up to at least 12. Right here, this previous bottom floor. It's going to act as his new ceiling. But that's something to keep an eye on for $10. 15 minute, you know, yeah, a little. Little triangle pattern going there. It's been trying to build support at 950, so if it starts holding 950, get up for that test. BIVI, interesting. Get up for that test. BIVI, interesting. Oops, I'm on the 5 minute. Do like that pattern though. Oops, I'm on the 5 minute. Do like that pattern though. I mean, we did just have a big spike. We did just double in price over the last four trading, well, through 2 trading days basically. 453 almost up to 10. It's very volatile because it's pretty low float. So I mean, that's one thing to be concerned about. But is building up nicely there. HTGM is still creeping its way. Actually looks like, okay, it's testing 145. Creeping its way. Actually looks like, okay, it's testing 145. Can it? Nope. Got rejected at 145. See if it can try to hold 140 support. Got rejected at 145. Got some sellers sitting on 140 now. Not much coming in. Oh, there they are. I was gonna say there's some buyers. This is still sketchy. Not much coming in. Harp trying to bounce there. Still sketchy. Off that 225 area. Trying to bounce there. Tends to bounce so far. That 225 area. Trying to bounce there. Tends to bounce so far. BVI still holding at 950. Just a little lower volume than HTGM. Still holding at 950. Just a little lower volume than HTGM. So what was that? RB? Ooh, okay. REBN. What do we got going on here? So what was that? RB? Ooh, okay. REBN. What do we got going on? 13 million shares. 13 million shares. This looks like this was IPO'd. When was this IPO'd? Back in August. Spiked big. When was this IPO'd? Back in only 13 million shares, or probably 10 million shares in the float. It had a spike out of this morning up to 175, but so far, looking at some support up to 175, but so far, right where this 50-day is, this blue line is about 135, 125. If that continues to hold, actually is uptrending a little bit. Just a little, bit of a wedge going on there. HTGM's still holding 140, but oh, wow, that was a nice buy and push. Right back up to 145. Oh, wow, that was a nice buy and push. Right back up to 145. See, how's the NASDAQ doing? NASDAQ pulling back. Ooh, NASDAQ maybe about to give it up here. Maybe about to give it up here. We're having a little buy and bounce. This is an ugly pattern on the 15 minute. It's an upside down U. You know, it's not a regular U shape. It's a bear U shape upside down there. Kind of smacking right into that 11,700 area. See, BIVI starting to go green on this 15-minute candle with the last 30 seconds here. Up to 960. Up to 960. Got the ask all the way up to 968. Got the ask all the way up to 968. We did hit I just now noticed that candle right there did hit a high over this previous candle. I just now noticed that candle right there did hit a high over this previous candle. To see, it's getting real close to that 10 area. Held nicely off of that 950 area because it closed above 950 on that previous candle. So if 950 is holding that support, well, I don't know. We're testing 970 now. So if do 975 here in the next couple of minutes, we're going to test 10. Do 975 here in the next couple of minutes, we're going to test 10. HTGM starting a little uptrend. HTGM starting a little that little downtrend, close green on that candle, starting to build up, push up, and possible uptrend here to the 150 area. Green on that candle, starting to build up, push up, and possible uptrend here to the 150 area. Green on that candle, starting to build up, push up, and possible uptrend here to the 150 area. Let's see if this can get past 975 or not. It's just struggling there. We had a couple orders close, I think. Yeah, there's a few at 970. We didn't even get to any orders at 975, so this may have another pullback again. We'll see. Gotta keep an eye on it. At 975, so this may have another pullback again. We'll see. Gotta keep an eye. Got anything else moving real quick? That looks pretty. Well, the daily chart actually looks really good on that. It's the 15-minute chart I'm not liking. It's like curling over at the moment, but very good daily chart. 15-minute chart. I'll just put it on watch. Curling over at the moment, but very good daily chart. What happened here? AHAM. What happened here? AHAM. Okay. Hey, did you get up there? A little bit higher float. Did you get up there? But I want to see. I'm going to keep this on watch throughout the day. It's not a play I would want to mess with yet, but this pattern, this big spike yesterday, and then this, if this candle stays right where it is, like if the price stays between 275 and 329, just this range, then tomorrow this could be a special little pattern, a little breakout pattern on the daily chart. See, HGTM still struggling to get past 145. HGTM still struggling to get past. Oh, here we go. BIV testing 970. Actually, hold 975 as support. Oh, here we go. BIV testing 970. Actually, hold 975 as support. No, we got a battle going on at 975. Was trying to hold support back down to 972 and 975 as resistance at the moment, but that was a nice test. We're 972 and 975 as resistance at the moment. Pretty good here. Pretty good here. Let's see, what's the top gainers of the day? That's got to be, yeah, reverse stock split. I'm assuming that's a reverse. Yeah, that's a first stock split as well. HARP we already have on the list. APVO we don't have on the list, and that's probably why it looks like that's just dropping. Don't have on the list, and that's probably why. Well, they got some type of good news for some phase one. Let's throw it up there. It's very low float. Well, they got some type of good news CG whatever. It's very low float. CG whatever. It's very low float. Yeah, I think BIV's got the most potential at the moment. Let's just sit here and take a look. Watch this guy close. How's everybody doing? At the moment. Let's just sit here and take a look. Look at this. Watch this guy close. Just gained 975 support back. Look at this. Watch this guy close. Just gained 975 support back. Look at this. Oh, here we go. Here comes this test of 10 up to 985. Starting to break the top of that channel. Here comes this test of 10 up to 985. Starting to break the top of that channel. Here comes this test of 10 up to 985. Starting to break the top of that channel. So 985 is the previous high. It's the top of the channel. That's where I'm still echoing. Wait, how'd that thing come back on? Okay, I shouldn't be echoing now. That thing should be off again. I don't know how it came back on. That's just crazy. Am I echoing now? Let me know if I'm echoing now. I'm pretty sure that's the problem, is when this one setting is on. Echoing because I want you to hear me twice. HTGM starting to give it up, getting a little double top here. This possible uptrend may not be an uptrend if this starts dumping down to 125. That may give up right here. Ooh, Harp. Still trying to hold some 225 support. BIVI is looking a lot. No echo. Okay, cool. Perfect. Yeah, just let me know. I don't know how that setting came back on. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's the CIA. They're messing with me. They're hacking me. Trying to get me. They know I'm back right days before the Federal Reserve rate hike announcement. I'm going to be smoking Jerome Powell some point this week, it sounds like. Let's check this NASDAQ again. Oh, yeah, the NASDAQ did give it up there. Starting to go pretty bearish here. It just made a new low a day. That may have some effect even on these penny stocks, even though some people tend to not agree with me. We'll see. This is going to be the time where somebody is going to win. One of these stocks, unless there's something new that's popped up. But one of these stocks has got potential to rip. Right now, volume's kind of spread apart. NAT still testing 350. It's a lot higher float. So that's what, but even with that higher float, it did rip 30 cents earlier. Oh, there goes Sambo. Yeah, if these other plays start losing volume, then whichever play keeps volume while the other ones lose it is the one that we want to look for. And it looks like BIVI may be the winner. Although HTGM's still holding. Harp's looking like it may try to come down. And it has been losing volume too. You can see that with the volume profile. Looks just like the downtrend. HTGM has had a lot of selling volume. So this little pop looks like this was shorts possibly covering here, at least some of their positions. If the NASDAQ starts going red, yeah, look at so there's a big order there at 133. And he just got taken out pretty quick. It kind of looks like shorts may have pretty good control of this. It's starting to crack that downtrend. UBN still going sideways. We're slowly creeping to this $10. Slowly creeping. Back up to 985 again. Let's see if we can pop for a new high a day. Just need to pop right over 985. That'll give us a little bit more confirmation of this upward momentum we've got. BILI. See what we're looking at here on BILI. What is, first off, what is this crazy ass emblem they got going on? What, their logo looks crazy. Second, I can see why this is selling off at the moment. Just smashed right into the 200 day on Friday, and now it's just dumping right back down. You got an uptrend going right there, but it's an uptrend right into that 200, and it has not broke this 200 in over actually, this is the first time it's tested the 200 day in over a year. BIVI has just hit a new high a day, 992. Let's see if it's going to get through this $10. So it can be very difficult. I mean, it's more difficult in a bear market for the most part, because everything is usually not ripping, and like, we're so volatile. But I know there's a lot to take in, and I'm gonna try to simplify things more. But I mean, right now you don't, like, HH Trader's strategy is really, really smart, because with all the volatility, with all the craziness, he's taking those quick shots, very few sniper shots, and he's doing fine, right? And then Donnell, I don't know if you're in here, Donnell, but he's just a scalper, and he's been killing it all year, just quick in and out trades. Me, I'm more of a breakout. I like to look for the stocks that haven't broke out yet, like BIVI, that's only, up 25% at this point. When we found it earlier, it was up only about 15%. It's already moved 50 cents here. So it just depends on you as a person, your thought process and perspective. Because, like, we can make it complicated. Like, I have these lines drawn and stuff, but I'm just really showing you guys the ceilings and the floors, right? Like, if your floor falls out of your house, or if you're in an apartment, that's the best explanation for support and resistance. Simple enough. If you fall out of the floor down to the next apartment, well, obviously that's not good when you fall through the floor. However, when you Mortal Kombat uppercut somebody's ass through the ceiling, like we might be seeing here in a second or a minute or two on BIVI, they're going to land in the new upstairs, or the room above the ceiling, and that old ceiling usually will become the new floor, right? So that's just your basic support and resistance. But all these candlesticks are, to keep this simplified as possible, it's just supply and demand, right? Like, candlesticks were invented by a Japanese man 7,000 years ago to measure rice and other farm products prices in that market, and they're still used today because they simply only mean and only show supply and demand, buyers and sellers, right? Even shorters are buyers and sellers. There's only two people, buyers and sellers. That's it, right? Approaching that $10 mark, looking like we're getting a little bit active. I like how this volume profile. So right here, like, we know green is a good sign. Green is usually a go light, right? So we're seeing all this volume, green volume bars, nice uptrend. All that green just means there's a lot more buying so far on the stock than selling, right? We are getting opened up with a little bit of possible ceiling at that 995. We need to see it break through there here soon to get this test to 10. We don't want to see it hang around 995 too long. Oh wow, HARP just exploded. That was an explosion. Yeah, HTG. Okay, so let's look at this. HTGM coming down, right? Broke that little uptrend. We lost all that momentum, but we see all that red. Stop sign, right? Take that little uptrend off. So, you know, who's in control of the stock? Is it buyers? Is it sellers? If it's buyers, you know, probably moving up. If it's sellers, probably moving down. Yeah, look at that APVA going down. So right now, the only two that I'm seeing, like HARP is going absolutely nuts, straight up to $3, which I think is at 200-day. I actually know it broke through the 200-day. So it may get rejected at 3 and have to back test that 200-day about 265. This 200 days is irrelevant just because it's the strongest EMA. It's just a moving average of the last 200 days of buying and selling transactions. So it tends to be a floor and a ceiling, very strong. A lot stronger than a lot of other price areas. But yeah, I see that little rejection there. Ooh, BIVI having a pullback all the way to 972. Needs to hold that 975. Adjust my trend line a little bit with HARP. See, HARP's coming back down and testing 270. Yep, testing that 275. One of these. So, okay, now that downtrend is broken, I'm going to use this downtrend. We have a pretty solid uptrend on the 15-minute here on HARP. So, nice little sloping floor. We want to see this floor hold up. Off of this 275 area, if this floor could hold up. If I was going to take this trade, I would probably be looking right at this 275 area. Probably a little bit later into this candle. This is a 15-minute candle. So we've got 12 minutes left on this candle. So it's a little early. We don't know the direction yet. But we do know overall we have a nice uptrend. We know that 200 is right there at 264. Let's see, what's the tops of these? That could be a new floor, 267. Yeah, so if I was going to take a trade on this, I don't think I have any funds in this account, but if I was, let's just go one trade or one share to see. We're gonna give it a chance. I need to find a broker like Thinkorswim is not taking my new bank account. Since I moved, they do not want to take it. I'm gonna call them and see if I can get them to take it, but they do not want to take it. See, BIVI cracking. Look at that. Had all that buying volume, just hard rejection at that $10. Did get a nice little move off of that 950, but well, let's see. Let's see if it tries to hold up. Buying pressure trying to push it back above the little uptrend. Could make my little uptrend a little bit. Yeah. So 950 if that can hold. Okay, so yeah. The 275 is trying to hold a support still on this. Just cracked it on HARP. How's the NASDAQ doing? It just had that one quick rebound. And this is the, I believe, positive. Oh, it's a MESA. What is this? A myeloma drug. Interesting. Alright, now look at the tops of those candles. Where is sellers sitting at? Right there at 280, 275. Each one of these tops of these candles smashing right into that price line right here, 275. Right? HTGM not looking good. That's not looking good. Oh, REBN. This one's slowly holding that 150. Not a lot of volume currently, but it's not selling off yet, so it's one to keep an eye on. Now we're a few minutes. Now I would go into this. I did have a little bit of money in here. I was able to buy it one share. So I'm in at 279 on here. After it came down, tested 264, popped back over 275. It reclaimed 275. And then I would just put my stop loss in. Come on. What's going on here? Am I missing something? Oh, I am missing something. My time and sales. I was not even looking at the time and sales on these. Alright, and then we'll put our... Well, I'm actually going to keep a mental stop loss. If it can't hold 275, cracks 265, then I'm out. 10-cent stop loss on this one little magic share. But yeah, hopefully I can get Thinkorswim to take my bank account so I can get some actual money in here to start trading again. If not, I'll have to find another broker. And I really don't want to do that. Yep, yeah, I moved away from Milwaukee for a while. I'm back down in Tennessee where I'm originally from. So we're starting to lose that 275. We need to regain that 275 here if this is going to hold and try to have a $3 breakout. BIV, we have that little ceiling, but buyers did push it back up into the channel there. So that play is still alive as long as it's holding in that channel. Our little triangle. Yeah, APVO, I don't even... Well, it is testing. It's sold off from 720. It's down on the 200-day, testing that as support about $495. Could possibly see some type of bounce off of there. Alright, we reclaimed 275 for the moment. Man, make sure you guys hit the like button and share too. We gotta get everybody excited, everybody going, everybody ready for the new year coming up. We're starting to lose 275 again. Like I said, my stop loss 265. Let's check the NQ. Looks like it's pushing up. Yeah, look at that volatility. 15. God almighty. NQ was looking terrible and then bouncing right off of that area. 1 15-minute candle. Oh, 11,672. It's about $60 so far. This thing has bounced off of that candle. Off in this. Well, we're not even in 15 minutes yet. We're just approaching 10 minutes. All right, HARP was okay. We're right at that 265. So if it doesn't hold up here, then I'm out. Let's see. It did come down there test. It's pushing back to 270 now. Let's see if it can get back above there. Beautiful. Back up testing 275. Reclaim 275 up to 290. Let's see if we get this $3 through $3. Go on. Go on. Get on up there. As soon as it back tests, get you. There we go. I'm excited about my one share. I haven't. Oh, look at that. 335. We're getting halted. This is what we do. right here. Right here. We had to wait it out. There was 5 different stocks that all had potential. You cannot jump in anything that is moving. You got to take the time, let things play out. Look at that. BIVI, I was feeling real good there about for a while, but it gave up. And then I started, like I said, when those other ones started giving up, once we saw HTGM start giving up, APVO start giving up, BIV start giving up, and HARP had that one little spike, that one push back up. Short Billy. What is the deal with Billy? What is everybody's deal with Billy? I mainly stay in the penny stocks. I wish I had a lot more money in here. But hey, I'll take this 56 cents. We'll see. More than likely, we're way off this trend line. We're going to come out of this halt. Probably have a quick little gap up and then another pullback. So I'll probably just lock this little one share out, take my little profit. My little tiny little profit. Come on, Thinkorswim, take my bank account. You gotta take my bank account. It's been so long since I've got to feel these wonderful joys of stocks ripping like this. Been doing it in cryptos this year. But beautiful play. But that's the thing. You gotta wait. You gotta be patient. Let everything work itself out. It's just buying and selling. We had all those buyers and sellers spread across 5 stocks. Once all the buyers saw those other 3 stocks that we saw not going up, they got out of there and they went to where the grass was greener. But let's go. Hit that like button if you ain't hit that like button. One share. I'm hype about it. First day back in a long time live streaming in the stock market. Even if it is one share. I'm hype and excited. But yeah, this is kind of my specialty. Like Age has his specialty. Reliable Rudy, Rooster, if you've not caught his channel yet, he has his specialty trading. He's more, I would say, swing trade, long-term holding, that type of stuff. Some of the bigger price stocks, he's a big fan of BABA. Trader HH has his sniper positions that he takes. And then, like I said, I just look for, I guess I'm more considered a momentum trader. I just look for buying momentum. Where are the buyers, right? And that's all this is. Everything that we're looking at on this window all just says there's buyers and sellers. Which one has control, the buyers or the sellers? How long have we been halted on this? I feel like I've been talking for a long time. It didn't say when we got halted. If it's going to be a 5 or 10 minute halt. Now, usually in the past, a BIVI is actually still alive. Look at that. Buyers have pushed this 15-minute candle. We got 30 seconds left. Pushed it all the way back up, higher than the previous body. Look at that. Higher than the previous body right here at the bottom of this candle. So it's starting to reclaim 975 as support. So that play is still alive. HARP is up 200%. So more than likely HARP out of this halt, like I said, is probably going to have a quick little shoot up and then pull back pretty hard. And if that happens, we could see buyers start to move over here. Although, oh, wait a minute. HTGM has broke its downtrend. So this is another possible play. But we want to focus on one stock at a time. When we're in a position, no need to get distracted by anything else. We're in the money here. keep an eye on them over there on the side, but let's focus. Let's keep focus on the money. Let's not. I'm telling that to myself right now. Oh wow, gap actually did the opposite. Came out and dropped down. Didn't get any type of push up, so it's trying to hold 325. If it can't hold 325, I'm gonna lock it out. Let's see, can it hold? Actually, 315 I'll hold too. I give it 315. Nope, out. Locking that out. Huh? What did I just do? Oh, I think I tried to join the ask. Well, I was going to take it. What do you mean my short sell order? What are you talking about? Oh, I see. I see. Because I have 50 in. There we go. Alright. So, there you go. 279 entry, 314 out. That's easy, what? 35 cents. Now, if it can hold 315, it could continue to rip. But like I said, it being up 200%, that's a little too scary for me. Right? That's a little too scary. HTGM, kind of, that's still sketchy. It did have that pop up, but pulled back and still having a lot of problems in this 140 to 150 area. Still volume, yeah, I don't know. Volume's decreasing as well. I don't really like the way that's looking. Let's see how's BIVI. BIVI still not showing that strength like we need it to get back up there. Can't hold that 975. Yeah, heart pulling all the way back to 3. Yeah, giving it up. So we'll see if it comes back down and holds this trend line. If it has this original ceiling that's could act as a floor and the trend line here together. So this could be a strong support area if it holds, which would be about 275. So I want to see 275 there. Try to hold. I'm not seeing anything else besides what we're watching. What is the Billy thing about? I need to find out what this Billy thing about. Then, also, just so you guys know, I'm not kidding. I don't have any money in here, right? Like, I have $3 more. So I have like $13 in this account. Like, I'm not kidding. Oh no, that's all I had was $3. So that one share was all I could take. This other 13, there must be some those old penny stocks from 3 years ago or something. All right, here's what we're gonna do. First, I'm gonna get off my leg from where I'm sitting on it because that's painful. Oh God, I've been sitting on that leg for a while. I love halts to the upside, but I also hate them because then you can't really move because you got to sit there. You never know for sure when something's going to unhalt, and you never know for sure what it's going to do coming out. Yeah, see, we didn't even... It unhalted actually lower, surprisingly. And normally I'd expect a little bit of a push up off there, but it looks like the NASDAQ, let's see here, what are you doing? NASDAQ, after that big rip up, getting rejected right back at this 11.7.5 area. Alright, so anyway, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take a little quick break. When I come back, we're going to see what's going on. We're going to read the news. I'll read the NQ news real quick, see if there's anything that is of importance today, and then I'm also going to check out this Billy play and see why people keep asking me about Billy. because I don't know what the news is or what is going on with this play. And their logo. I mean, what is this a serious company? Like this logo? I don't know. And but I see why you're asking if you should short it. But the thing, I don't like. It's a hard question. When I come back, we'll analyze this and look at it. Because it's like overall, it's uptrending. Like it did have a huge sell-off today, but over the past 5 days, I mean, last Monday it was at 19.34, and it moved $7 over that time. So it's still, even though it sold this much, it's still higher by $3 than it was when this original run started. Really, well, actually, the original run started about down here at 8. But I don't know. We'll have to read the news and check that out. But yeah, give me like a 5 minutes. A 5-minute breather here, and we'll jump into Billy and the news, and then we'll call it a day. Appreciate you guys coming and joining today. Make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe if you haven't yet. Also, check out DLA DAO. This is our Web3 organization where we have multiple acquisitions and revenue generating NFT programs where we lend out NFTs to Web3 gamers who get paid to play games. We're working on our own Web3 game, Forgotten Corners. All that good stuff. I'm going to drop a link for those who are interested in the crypto world at all. I know not everybody is, and that's okay. But you're going to be in it anyway, one way or another. In the news that I know of, the India rupee is now digital. They released it, from what I was hearing, just like China has the digital yuan, and the U.S. Federal Reserve is already, it's right on their website, and we'll go pull it up if we need to, the U.S. digital dollar. So whether or not you believe in crypto or any of that, you're going to be using it soon, either by government mandate, just like you use the US dollar now, or by getting into it early. One of the two. Choice is not really yours. I wish I could say it was, but yeah, these governments are taking a hold of what they can in all this nonsense. Let's see here. Whoops. What did I do that for? Drop these links in here for you guys. Just to check out where I'm gone. There's the DLA DAO. See how's Harp doing before I pop off. Yeah, Harp all the way back down to that support area. Crack through it. We'll see if it tries to come back up or not. BIVI still holding 975. Sketchy at the moment, but if we can start pushing back up, it's got to re-break that 990 for that test of 10. Alright, I'm getting distracted. Anyway. Yeah, there's the link to the DAO, and then here I'll drop also all of my links for Framework Fortune. Like I said, if you're not on Diamond, if you're on Twitter and not Diamond, you should get on Diamond, because Diamond is cool. Diamond or D-Social World, either way, on the D-So blockchain. Cool social media platforms. Ooh, look at that. As I turned my head and said we need to get back up to that 990 area and test, it is right back up to that 9. Oh, we're about to go here. It's very possible we're about to see a $10 break. We're testing at 995 previous high. At buy and holding it in here. Let's see, can it get through that 995? I don't need this open anymore. Still Still testing. If I was going to take this trade, I'd be looking in this area with a stop loss right under 975. Because if it doesn't break here, then this is going to be a pretty clear ceiling. And look at that, rejected off 995 again. All right, I'm going to take this break before this thing's fighting still with the same area. So I'll be right back. All right. So this thing's holding up 990 here. Not much sitting at the 995 area for selling. Looks like we're going to get through it right here. I don't need my time and sales this big. We can push that back over. See, NASDAQ. Yep, NASDAQ pulling back after that little pop. Still selling pressure. Look at the NASDAQ on the volume bars. A lot of selling. A lot more red than green. How's HARP doing? HARP cracked that trend line. That's what I was saying. 200%. Anything up over 60% starts. I mean, well, even 50%, like APV. Well, APVO was way up high. But anything that's up this high, when your percentage is up that much, that's a risky play. It looks like BIVI is going to try to get it right now. Another little rejection off of that 995. I want to get to that news. But this is close to going. There it goes. Real close. There's the new high of day, 998. Let's see. Can it get up to the 10? If it does not test 10, it's going to come down. It needs to hit 10. If it only hits 998 right here, and that's as high as it goes, that's a problem. So we got a new high. That's a new high a day, but just barely. It's only 3 cents more. But support is trying to hold here. We need to see 995 start holding as support. That's been holding as resistance, and still holding as resistance. All right, that's not good. That's not good there. So I still need some time. Again, my stop. If I was in this, I'd be having my stop somewhere around at 975. So that's having a lot of trouble. All right, let's get to the news while that thing is fumbling around. On the NQ, what do we got here? Crypto right away. Oh, Lord, I don't like that first headline. That first headline is real problematic. Let's see here. Cryptocurrency losses are being turned into IRS gains. Yep. Okay, this week we will see. Okay, so we got the rate hike decision tomorrow. Or no, the price. Okay, so CPI will be out tomorrow, and then the rate decision will be on Wednesday. I was gonna say it's usually on a Wednesday. So Wednesday, which I'll be streaming Wednesday. We don't know when that rate hike decision will come out exactly. Usually, though, it's around like 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Eastern, maybe 2 p.m. Okay. What are they saying? Stocks were cautious to the start of the week. Begins in which inflation, blah, blah, blah. That's all we know. Okay. None of this is let's see. Consensus numbers are relatively low. We may have another disappointment like Friday's regarding the producer price index. Yeah, yeah. Don't be surprised if the CPI comes out and is higher. If the inflation is higher, then there's going to be a problem. Let's see. We have rate announcements from the European Central Bank and the Bank of England too, both due on Thursday. And they're at their 40-year high of 11% of inflation. Okay, let's see. So today we do have New York Fed 1-year and 5-year inflation expectations. Going to be published at 2 p.m. Oh, BVI, look at that. Look at that. Didn't even get down to that 975. Back up over 990 again, testing at 995. You are being a tricky little bugger. Okay, that's all. Gold softens. Gold softens? What you mean gold softens? Gold? What are you talking about? I mean, it's had a little pullback. There's a little bit of a head and shoulders there on that 15 minute. Gold could pull back some more. See, COMEX, silver ends the week high. That was last week. Oh, hold on a minute. Let's see. Metalla buys royalties on Barrick's Llama project. Or not Barrick's, that's Barrick's. That's Barrick's Gold or whatever. Barrick's something or another. Interesting. So there's some money moving around in the gold market. We know that is what we knew that was going to be a thing. Investors too quick to price in China recovery to iron ore stocks. Oh, let me go back to the NQ here. See, oil futures move up. We knew that was going to happen. Retail capitulation may be a New Year's. Okay, these MW guys are talking crazy. Coinbase stands apart, but crypto risk prompt caution on stock. I doubt that. Coinbase just did a deal with Google. Google Cloud Services, so Google Cloud Services can take crypto for payments. So if Google is partnered with Coinbase, I highly doubt. I mean, there's a lot of issues in the bear market with cryptos, you know, FTX, all that nonsense, and I guess there's some other things going on or whatever. But you know, strong projects, strong businesses in the crypto market, just like BTCS. You know, BTCS, Charles Allen, they validate nodes. You know, they were downtrending for a long time since they uplisted to the NASDAQ, but they're finally starting to get out. They've just kind of been going flat in the crypto bear market since August after, you know, going down with the rest of the crypto market and everything else. Actually, real quick, let's just check where Coinbase is at. Let's see. Coinbase down at $39. Interesting. Kathy Woods ARK Invest adds Coinbase stock as crypto. See, I was just sitting there thinking and looking at that price. That's getting pretty low. I mean, I don't really agree of Kathy Woods' portfolio picks, but in that case, I can see why. BIVI back up. Still, come on. What are you doing? This is one of those stocks, if I was in right now, I would be getting really irritated with because of how long it's taken to do anything. Like, you're just right there. You're just right there. You're so close. What other stocks are moving? I mean, HTGM's going sideways. It's a possible play. HARP is cracked and it's pretty much done. APVIO is still downtrending. REBN still sideways, not looking very good. CLRO, you have a slight uptrend that's formed. I mean, there's not really any other things that are ripping that I'm seeing. Yeah, I mean, if you've got any tickers that you know that are ripping, you can drop them. But BIVI is the only thing that's actually moving up at the moment. Or trying to, anyway. Like HTGM still could be a play. And at 125 is held up. It's broken the downtrend, but it's still got to break 150. Like 150's major resistance for this. But like looking at this daily chart, it's literally even on both sides of the candle. So it's a very, very iffy still at the moment. Yeah, I don't see much else. See if there's anything new that popped up, but nope, not that I see. I mean, CLRO possible play, which that's what I was saying when I first looked at it on the daily chart. It's going bullish. It's above the 200-day moving average and has not been above the 200-day in over a year. And it's just gotten over it, looks like Thursday, and then really ripped Friday. A little bit of bullish sentiment there. But I mean, $10 is not out of my price range of trading. Like I like $10 area. I like $2 area, $4 area. $10 breaks, especially on low floats, they can get moving. All right, let's see what else. Is there any important news besides a bunch of speculation from everybody? Terraform Labs co-founder Do Kwon reportedly hiding in Serbia. Yeah, I'm sure the FTX guy will be there hiding with him soon. London Stock Exchange to partner with Microsoft for cloud infrastructure. That's interesting. Huh. But other than that, no news today. That's pretty much all the news on the NASDAQ. Just a lot of waiting to see all this data that's coming out this week in the Fed rate hike. BIV coming back down again. Got a minute on this candle. It's got to hold here if it's going to try to push back up. Yeah, see, still HTGM sideways. Nothing there yet for sure on it. That's still looking bad. So did get a little double bottom here on the 15-minute on APVO off of the $5 area, off of this 200-day moving average. So far it's bounced 40 cents. Now this would be an HH trader play. I could see H taking that trade off of all of this selling and right in this short covering from this crash. Because I mean already, you know, if you got it in 5 and it's up to 540, that's a nice game. And I would say he'd probably already be out of this at that 545, 50. Don't know, but that would be his type of play right there. Yeah, so now BIV is going out of the channel. And maybe all she wrote for BIVI today. Not able to get up and even test $10. Whenever you come to a whole number like that, if it can't get up and test $10, it can't test the whole number. That never pops up on the time and sales on our actual orders that have come through. Then that is a sign that there's some weakness in that stock. You know, Harp, when it came up and tested 3, you know, it actually hit 3 on the time and sales, and then you saw orders blowing right past that 3. So the longer this is taken to break out, like it's had a whole hour here to try to break out, and it could barely break over at 9.95. So longer that takes, the less probable it is to actually break out. It needs to at least I'd say it needs to break 10 here real soon, within the next 5 minutes, 5-ish to 10 minutes, I would say. So I got on a 1 hour chart. Looks good on the 1 hour chart. Got that U shape. Alright, anyways. Yeah, we're on an hour and a half. I'm gotta get going for the rest of the day. Got DLA DAO developer meetings. All kinds of stuff to do. Staying busy, busy, busy. We'll give the stream a couple more minutes here. If you got any questions, suggestions, concerns, you want to make fun of my hair, my glowing magical background, have at it. But yeah, I am back pretty much. I'll be streaming most mornings here on the home channel and on Twitch for the stock trading, the stock market analysis. And then also throughout the week, you can find me on the Framework Fortune Crypto channel, as well as the Twitch, doing a lot of crypto analysis, crypto gaming, play to earn gaming, where I earn cryptos and NFTs just by playing the games. We're gonna get back out here in the public eye. It's been too long. Too long. BVI just had a 9-cent spread. Yeah, well, as you can see now, it's starting to give up. It's starting to curl over. As I was saying, that next 5 minutes, it really needed to try to break out. Like, we remove this old trend line, uptrend, since it's broken. You can see right here, this curl. Like, it won't take much more, and it starts to look like my dubbed special pattern of the bent fishing rod. Right? If it starts to see a bent fishing rod, that means those sharks, those piranhas, those shorters, those sellers are coming in on it. But so far, the fishing rod's not bending yet. It's like it's starting to. It's so close. Even if I readjust my trend line here. Readjust. Said that weird.
Readjust. I'm gonna start talking like that all the time. I'm gonna readjust my trend line here. And then, all right, BIV. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt before I go. Let's see you do your thing. You've tried and tried and tried. Let's go through these other ones real quick. HTGM still sideways, nothing there. APVO running into resistance before it even gets to that 550 area, getting rejected at 540. REBN looking like a head and shoulders. Couldn't really break out of that triangle. Got a head here, shoulder here, possibly another shoulder forming. Don't like that pattern too much. The CLRO starting to crack its little uptrend. Yeah, I mean, that really only leaves BIVI. Unless HTGM starts showing a little buying. There's still like no buying pressure. Appreciate that, amputee. Oh, I didn't really answer your question about the spread. Yeah, I mean, 9 cents. I kind of reacted with an answer off the top of my head without really thinking about it. But now I'm thinking about looking at your question. Right now we just had a 7-cent spread. That's the thing with low float stocks. The float on this is let's see. Come on. Why don't you want to open? Oh, come on. Oh, I would just do it this way. 30 million, basically. Somewhere around 30 million. The amount of shares that are out there for buyers and sellers to play with, right? So, when you have a lower supply, right, you're not going to have all of the stocks like Thinkorswim or whoever the broker is. They may not have all the stocks at that price, the orders at the price. Like right now, we've got that 9-cent spread again. It doesn't necessarily really mean anything other than it's just a very low float stock, very volatile, right? Like the buyers and sellers are pretty spread apart from their order prices just because there's not billions of shares out there or hundreds of millions of shares out there, so the buyers and sellers only have so much supply to work with. And that's usually the case on a lot of low floats. 5 to 10 cents on a stock for the spread that's at $10 range really isn't too bad. The only real thing that the spread would matter about between these is like if you're going to limit order in or market order in. Like if I market order in this spread, I could get filled at 986 or all the way up at 993 or anywhere in between, right? So that's when there's a 10-cent spread and if I'm going to market order, I'm risking 5 cents, 7 cents one way or another just on my entry with that type of spread, right? So if I limit order in, I was to join the bid over here, I could sit there and wait and try to get filled at the lower order instead of trying to market in and maybe get filled at the ask up there at 988. Maybe my limit order gets filled at 980, so that's an 8-cent difference, right? That's mainly the only real relevance to there being a big spread as far as day trading. Like, where do you want your entry at? With HARPS or not HARPS, but HARP, you know, the spread was 1 penny. So that's why I could mark it in. It didn't matter if I mark it in at 233 or 234, you know, that's only a 1 cent difference. So that's really the only thing I can think of where that would really be that relevant. But yeah, you see it mainly on low floats. You don't really see it on a lot of stocks. Exactly. You got it, Tom. On 1,000 shares, that 8 cents would be about $80, right? Like if you mark it in on 1,000 shares, and you get filled at the ask at the top end of the spread, yeah, then you're like automatically starting down -80. So that's what I'm saying. That's the relevance. So you got it. You got it spot on. That is important. Perfect. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it a day. BIVI. It's just not wanting to go. Doesn't look promising at the moment, but still above 975. CLRO, what are you doing here? Nothing. Still nothing there going on. And mainly, you know, not a lot's going on because the NASDAQ is just going sideways today. Like we've had some dips, but then we popped right back up. Dips popped right back up, but we're just in this little sideways channel, and that's what we're seeing right now in a lot of these stocks is just sideways movement because buyers and sellers are confused, right? You got the NASDAQ, which is the overall market sentiment, sideways, confusion. And why are we all confused? Because we have all this economic data coming out along with the Fed rate hike decision. So all that speculation in the news that shows more, that confirms that everybody is confused. So that's probably how the rest of this day is going to play out unless we get some type of economic data out that's good early or something, you know, maybe the London Stock Exchange thing and their inflation rates for some reason makes the market happy or sad, then we could see the sideways movement stop. But I would say we'll probably have a sideways market until tomorrow when the CPI comes out. Now, it's going to be tricky because if inflation comes out higher, right, then traders have to think about, well, okay, inflation is now higher than it was, so now is that going to affect the Fed's decision? Are they going to come out with harder rates, which crash the market more, a high rate hike rise? I don't know what they're calling for. I think it was another 0.75 for December, which is still, you know, it puts them, I think, to their max at 5% rate interest rates, which is, like I said, their max ceiling. So that would cause the market more than likely to continue to sell off. Now, they come out, if inflation numbers come out lower, right, that could bring some positivity into the market, and then the Feds could come out and lower, and because inflation is lower, they would have the room, the availability to maybe print some more money, do some QE, start buying some bonds and stocks again for a little bit. I really expected them to start reversing course in October. They have lightened the rate hikes, but they've really not started reversing course yet. And I don't think we're going to see that tomorrow. I think we'll see the 0.75 rate hike and probably see the market come down some more. But it's, you know, it's hard to tell because everybody's confused. We've got to be patient, just like we were patient earlier on HARP. We got to be patient and wait for the dust to settle. We jump in the dust, we're going to get dirty. We don't want to play in the dust. We won't let everybody else play in the dust and fight and, do all that, whatever all this is. Let them get dirty. You stay clean on the sidelines. And you just be patient. You just wait for those your opportunities. We're not trying to be LeBron James, Michael Jordan out here. We're trying to be Kyle Korver. Trying to be J.R. Smith. We're trying to be those 6-man in. We don't want to be right out there in the middle of the game getting injured and getting dunked on and all of that, right? We want to be coming in after everybody's tired, wore down, and there ain't much else to choose from as far as stocks go, right? We want to come in nice and fresh, ready to go, and everybody else is beat down. Take our shot. A little basketball metaphor. All right, guys. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. We will most likely be back tomorrow, at least for a little bit, but for sure we will be back Wednesday on this channel for the rate hike and CPI. All that, we'll analyze all that good stuff. Again, you'll be able to find me throughout the week on the Twitch and the YouTube Framework Fortune Crypto YouTube channel. Playing some crypto games, analyzing some cryptos. You can find me on Diamond, Twitter. Either one. Talking crazy, sharing a bunch of stuff. I'm all over the place right now. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.